Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and here we are, day 13 of the Rebuilding My Bench Press series. And I finally failed a rep today, and you know what? I'm going to be able to spawn a whole video on that because I'm going to talk to you guys about failing reps on bench presses, how to do so safely, because a lot of people are like, man, you train without spotters, you leave collars on the bar. Yes, I do, and when I get to that 9th set and I miss a rep, you guys are going to understand why I do that. That's reality. You know what? For people who aren't doing maxes, who aren't doing equipped benching like raw benchers, you don't need spotters. It's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. If you need a spotter, you don't know how to bench. It's that simple. It is that simple. Now, on to this, guys. You know what? I came in today, even though I'm like, okay, I overreached slightly on my deadlift last week. It's time to deload the deadlift. I honestly thought I was going to come in and smash this weight today. I'm like, you know what? I did 7 sets with this weight last week. I'm going to come in and I'm going to do 10 sets. I felt good. I got plenty of food last night. Actually ate a little bit heavier last night, although the scale didn't go up, and that should have been maybe an indication that didn't do as much as I thought it did. When you don't even gain water weight, when you feel like you ate a little heavier the night before, maybe you didn't eat as heavy as you thought you did. So that being said, I came in and you know what? I noticed the first set, not this one. This is still a warm-up. 225 is a warm-up. We don't count this as a work set. A lot of guys are like, you pause benching 225. That's a work set. No, it's not. Because I throw 50 pounds on for the next set, which kind of comes a long way. When we started this series, we started our work sets with 225, didn't we? And in a very short period of time, and again, it goes to show you guys how quick you can bounce back on a lift when you've maintained most of the main muscles through another exercise. You know, I think we've kind of reached our strength potential based on my overhead pressing work I'd been doing. I think I've reached it. And that's basically not quite being able to get to 10 sets with 275. Now, obviously, this is paused. This is closed grip. This is not, I mean, look at my range of motion. I'm not arched. I'm not using a real wide grip. And that's okay because this is about strength building. And that's what guys need to remember. All right, this is strength building, not showing off. Yeah, it's harder to do it this way, but your chest is going to get stronger. Triceps are going to get stronger because I'm having to move the weight further. You know, and it's all pause, and this is all hard. And that's the thing, guys. I'm coming in and I'm working on mastering lifts. And I think that's a key point with the sort of training I'm doing right now and promoting. You need to come in and master your lifts. You guys need to drop this exercise ADHD. If you want to get good at an exercise, you need to come in and master it. There's nothing wrong with coming in and working on an exercise with a fairly heavy weight for an hour. And I'm going to state that again. There's nothing wrong with that. You want to get good at it. You better practice it. We can talk about carryover all day long in general strength and rotating through exercises. But if you don't practice with enough volume, the exercises you really care about, best of luck with getting really strong at them. And right now, I've decided I want to be a decently strong bencher again. You know what? I decided I want to be a strong bencher again. Why not? I'm on YouTube and it's considered to be everyone's favorite lift. So, okay, I'll come back and start benching again. And it's going to take a while. I'm an old man. You know what? It's going to take a while before I'm doing comfortable work sets with over 300 pounds. Paused and perfect and beautiful. Play the long game. I'm going to come in and master the lift. I'm going to master it. But back to this point. You know what? I have no excuse for why I wasn't stronger than I'd hoped. And, you know, honestly, I came in and I did the 8th set. 8th set would have been a PR, wouldn't it? It would have been a PR. I could have stopped at 8. And we could have called it a successful day, but I went ahead and I tried a 9th set. Do you know why? Because I'm like, you know what? I just got asked a question in the Q&As this week about what happens when you fail a bench press. Why are you benching with collars? And I'm like, that is a perfect opportunity to demonstrate it. I don't know if I can do 9 sets. I don't know if I've got 9 sets. The 8th set was hard. It was hard. I'm not going to lie. And I think I don't have any other excuse because I got a good night's sleep. I slept 8 hours last night. I got plenty of food in last night. I had plenty of coffee in me this morning. I got a nice amount of rice and everything in this morning. I don't have an excuse for that other than maybe my nervous system from my deadlift overreaching a little last weekend until this deload's done. on it. And I'm actually, I decided I'm not even going to deadlift this week. I'm just going to row. I'm going to pendlay row instead of deadlift. Instead of deloading my deadlift, that's what I'll do tomorrow. But yeah, deadlifts are burying me. I'm going to have to really, really watch those tonnages on the deadlift right now if I want these other lifts to go up. But outside of that, I don't have an excuse other than this is just where my strength level has reached. This is where I'm at. This is what I'm capable of doing. I'm capable of completing 8 sets with this weight right now. That's what I'm capable of. And if I want to improve that, I'm going to have to get stronger. And I'm going to get stronger by doing just this. I'm going to get stronger by doing this. Doing exactly what I'm doing, and then appropriate accessory work. High volume benching with a relatively heavy weight. And come in and do it. But you know what? Honestly, this has been a pretty big success. We've added 50 pounds to the bar, haven't we? Because I started this doing sets of 5 with 225, right? And everyone's, oh, that's so light. That wasn't that long ago. Restarted this series. Now I just completed 8 triples with 275, all paused. Almost got 9. Almost, I like that almost word. We almost got 9. But you know, I mean, it was getting harder as I went. I'm not going to lie. It was tough today. And I knew when I grabbed that first set, I'm like, I'm going to have to get in my groove. This feels heavier than I thought it was. So I'm not going to come in and blast out 10 sets like I thought I was. But I'm like, I'm going to get as far as I can. And I did. So as we're watching this, you guys can see, I mean, the bar is just not moving super fast off those pauses, is it? Not moving super fast. And you know what? It's not my triceps. It's my chest. And I could tell. And I'm not saying I'm not going to keep focusing on triceps, because my triceps need to get stronger, and that will help me push past. That'll help me push past and drive through. But my chest is going to have to get stronger too, and the chest is going to get stronger by doing all this pause work. I don't think I need an accessory for that. The pause bench is what I need, and I'm going to keep doing it. And then the other muscles are just going to be there to make sure that it comes down to just my chest. I don't want my triceps to become a weakness, or my shoulders, so I'm going to keep doing those as accessories. But I noticed this 8th set right here. This is 8th set. Watch that 3rd rep. That was a little slow. Look at that. Did you see the bar slow right there? All right, I lost my drive on that one. So when I came in and I did this 9th set coming up, you know what? I didn't know that I had this one in there, but I'm going to try. And I'm like, you know, worst case, if I fail, I'm going to demonstrate how to get out from under a failed bench press. And it's going to shock people. It's not that hard. Not that hard. If you know how to bench press, you'll never get hurt on a failed bench. And I think I'm going to dedicate an entire video to that later, because today we're just documenting the training. I think up next we're going to discuss how to not get hurt. And it's not going to be just your technique for bailing out. It's going to be your technique for how you train. It's going to affect this. Why guys get hurt when they fail the bench. But here we go. Notice that? There it goes. Came back down. Notice I didn't try to drive through. A lot of guys were like, you could have ground and shifted under that and locked it out. Yeah. But you think that's a good idea? I don't. That's how you get hurt. That's how you ingrain bad motor patterns. You know what? So what? I had a controlled eccentric back down. I recruited some muscle fibers. Now, back to the point. Honestly, I'm not upset with that failure, because it's not, because I PR'd. I got 8 sets. I added a set this week, and I damn near got a 9th set. I got the first 2 reps clean. That 3rd rep is what got me. And you know what? When I lowered it, I knew I was possibly in trouble. And that's the difference between knowing your limits and stopping a rep short. I knew when I did that 2nd rep on that set, I knew. I only had a 50-50 of getting that next rep. So I hit muscle failure there. You guys saw it. I'm not going to do it very often, but you saw it. Now, we come to the other question. Why didn't I do accessory work after? I'm going to save my accessory work for my overhead press day. You know why? I failed. I hit failure. The muscles involved are shot. There are no other upper threshold fibers to recruit left. There aren't any left that haven't already been fatigued. What am I going to get out of my accessory work? Other than to impede my recovery. I've got to press again in a few days. I'm going to do tricep work after that. I did tricep work after both pressing sessions last week, and it got me a set. I gained a set out of it. I got 8 sets instead of 7. not quite the ninth. So now I need to recover from the benching, let the muscles recover, come back, overhead press, and do tricep work next time. So that hopefully next week we get the ninth set, we get that third rep, and we keep moving forward. But you've got to pay attention to your recovery when you start moving relatively big tonnages like this, because guys, I'm doing a lot of work sets now with a moderately heavy weight on the paused close grip bench press. I've got to pay attention to my recovery, and you do too. And it's the same thing. If you're going to do high set training like this, you have to know your limits. And you guys just saw my limit. See, I am human. I am mortal. Guys are like, man, your bench is just flying up. You shot up really fast. Yeah, it did. But I'm also human, and I'm also a 40-year-old man. There are limits. Now I've reached the point. There we go. We got our initial burst back on the program. Now the real work starts, because it's easy to stay motivated when it's easy and you're adding weight to the bar every week. That's easy. When you know that you're going to have to work for every 5 pounds that you add on the bar, that's when the real work starts, guys. All right, that's when the real work starts. And so now I got to get my head straight. It's time to work. So I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.